Jets D lineman Sheldon Richardson was charged today with resisting arrest and other violations after leading police in Missouri on a high-speed chase earlier this month. Reports indicate Richardson was going as fast as 143 miles per hour. He tried to elude police, and when they caught him, they noticed he had a 12-year-old and a loaded gun in the car. They also smelled marijuana in Richardson's car, and Richardson is set to miss the first 4 games of the season for violating the NFL's drug policy. Before the news of the charges came out tonight, Richardson spoke to reporters at Jets camp, owning up to the mistakes he made regarding the drug policy and letting his teammates down.
I'm not a dope fiend, man, so, I can say no. I just chose not to, I was in depression time in my off season, and that's just that. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, bro. There's money on the line. My money is worth more than some weed, so it is what it is. Just a little disappointed and embarrassed for my parents' sake, when NFL guys mess up, the world knows about it. So pretty much, my family goes through a lot. People don't know how to talk to them at work anymore. Little things like that get to me because, I put my family before myself and this team.
We are joined now by Daily News NFL columnist Manish Mehta, and we heard Richardson talk the talk about being sorry for getting suspended, but now he faces criminal charges for the road race. It also looks terrible with the child in the car, the gun, the smell of weed. How bad, Manish, is the fallout going to be for Richardson?
Well, you have to believe that he's going to get suspended an additional amount on top of the 4 games for the marijuana use. We'll see what Roger Goodell does because this will fall under the personal conduct policy. And the punishment is really going to be arbitrary. You don't really know if it's going to be 1 game, a couple games. So you have to believe that there's going to be an additional punishment. What that is remains to be seen. And keep in mind, Kerith, that Sheldon Richardson doesn't have to be found guilty necessarily in order for the NFL to suspend him.
You reported the Jets were not aware of Richardson's arrest until the reports came out today. So in addition to those legal ramifications, what scrutiny will be on the Jets or even the NFL at large to get this punishment right?
Well, I think it strikes to a lack of trust here. I don't know how long it's going to take for Sheldon Richardson to rebuild the trust with the organization. I'm not sure you could put this on the Jets because they didn't know. This happened 2 weeks ago. He concealed it from the organization for some reason. My understanding is that none of the brain trust was aware at all of this until media reports came out today. It's going to take a long time, I think, for the organization to fully trust him, and that will probably play into how they determine if they want to give him a long-term contract extension next year, and it's probably going to have an effect on Mo Wilkerson. He clearly has a lot more leverage now than he did a few hours ago.
And to build on that question, so in the event Richardson is out for the season, how do you see the D-line adjusting as a unit when they have to go out on the field?
It's a significant hit, without a doubt. Now, clearly their D-line was the strength a year ago, and they're very deep, and they're hoping that Leonard Williams, their first-round pick, can make a quick transition into the league. Todd Bowles is going to use Leonard Williams with the first team in practice and training camp in the preseason, and Sheldon Richardson was running with the backups today, and that was going to be the plan throughout training camp. But now thinking that he might be gone for, longer than 4 games, maybe half the season, whatever that may be, I think that's really going to put additional onus and pressure on Leonard Williams.
All right. He is Manish Mehta of the Daily News. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Kerith.